will see when your face is before me. I can only imagine.
Sam has been a part of our little girl Brooklyn's journey for the past 3 years. Brooklyn would get so excited whenever Wednesday would come around because she would always say, "After school I can go and play with Sam." She looked so forward to her weekly sessions with Sam. Sam was an incredibly important person to us as a family, and we held her close to our hearts. She was Brooklyn's biggest advocate, her biggest supporter. She just knew how our little Brooklyn's brain was working when nobody else could. She was Brooklyn's voice when Brooklyn needed to be understood. I so loved how she was so willing to go above and beyond. When Brooklyn started school last year, Sam, without any hesitancy, was so happy to go over to Brooklyn's school to observe her in her school environment and provided context to her teachers.
Thank you, Sam, always played me and giving your toys, and thank you for playing for the shopkeeper and all the day long. I love you. See you, Sam.
Sam had such a serving heart, and her smile and gentle and happy nature could always light up a room. Thank you for all that you did for our Brooklyn. Thank you for getting her to where she is today. Thank you for always giving her your all.
It's impossible to put into words what Sam meant to my family, because she wasn't words. She was actions and love and being wholly present always. She just lit up when she saw Ty doing well in a session, and she shared that passion with all the kiddies she worked with. I'll never forget going with her to a children's home for disabled kids in Glenwood. She just poured love into those children. She inspired me to do more in the community. She helped me write guidelines for the children's home in Stanger. Her indirect reach has helped more than all of us will ever know. Sam will always remain in our hearts. I feel incredibly blessed that Tyler had her as a therapist for such a long time. It was an honor to share a portion of her life.
Sammy, I don't remember a day I saw you without a smile. It has been an honor and a privilege to have known you and to have you as Kira's therapist for these past 5 years. You had the patience of a saint and a passion for improving the lives of the neurodiverse that was unmistakable. You often had the hard task of seeing Kira in her most challenging moments, the least of which was telling you that you were too bossy. And yet, with patience and understanding, it never took you more than a few minutes to turn a frustrated little girl's frown upside down. Sammy, you had the purest heart and were truly one in a million. We will always remember you for the difference that you made.
Thank you, Sam, for helping me. You're so kind. Love you. Miss you. And love you lots.
Sam was the very best of us. She was the ultimate baker of earthly treats. Never met a vegetable she couldn't make delicious or a processed sugar she couldn't substitute, though sometimes she spoiled us with actual chocolate chips. She was a remarkable cheerleader of humanity. She loved brains, but not in a zombie way. She was a pioneer and an advocate. You could always find her with a musical teapot or Mrs. Potato Head in hand. She was good, she was kind, she was gentle. She always greeted you by name. She was made of light and had crinkles around her eyes because of the depth of her smile. She was an excellent desk neighbor and always had a pen to lend. She was never good at keeping time because it's hard to put a clock on giving your all.
Bread. I want some milk. Thank you. And one last time. And we are finished with the milk, finished with the bread. Can you pack away the bread for me into the basket? Thank you. And the milk? Can you get the milk to pack away? Can you pack away the milk? jam and our plates. Packing away into the basket. Thank you. And our knife and fork. That's it. Thank you. And we are finished with our baby. Can you pack the baby away? Thank you. We are finished.
Beautiful, wonderful Sam. I am so, so grateful for the time that I got to spend with you at Grow Occupational Therapy, where you welcomed me with your sunshine presence, where I learned so much from you, and where I got to experience amazing Play-Doh making, barnyard dancing, falafel eating, kids laughing, and special, special OT memories. I will never forget your calming presence in my very first interview with Mo, where you made me feel comfortable and confident. Since then, I have just loved learning from you and sharing a mutual passion with you, Sam. You are such an inspiration and always will be. I will miss you dearly, my friend.
My darling Sam, I will miss you for the rest of my life. I am so grateful and thankful to God for blessing me with a person like you in my life. I am so grateful and honored and privileged that I got to work with you. I got to learn from you, and that you were there and you were such a great, incredible source of support. I love you so much, and I know that your children will miss you like you can't believe. I love you and I miss you forever.
Sam changed our lives and was a huge part of Livy's progress over the last 4 years. I learned so much from her, and I was always in awe of her unquenchable thirst to learn more about the brain. Sam knew my deepest fears. She celebrated the smallest joys and wins and believed that Livy could achieve what others thought impossible. Livy's favourite thing was to drink tea and bake with Sam, and would ask to send her videos in advance to make sure she didn't forget. Sam always responded. Thank you, Sam, for sharing your gift and passion with Livy, and for always making her sessions so joyful. We will always be grateful for the enormous difference that you made. We are going to miss you so much. We love you, Sam.
I can only imagine when all I would do is forever, forever worship you. I can only